The problem is you cannot. And if this was the case, you would probably have seen other central banks and other administrations over the duration of the last few decades, not just decades or centuries actually, moving into this kind of thing to make sure that you just have economic prosperity. The problem is you cannot have it, and there is nothing new under the sun here. This about printing money is something we have seen before. Go back in history, you can look into before the French Revolution and so on. There has been these incidents of trying to do something which is just should change the direction of the economy. By the end of the day, what it has done is that it has distorted a lot of capital, a lot of human capital also. A lot of you try to suppress interest rates, and you could do that because you have had a long period of disinflation and outright deflation also sometimes, which have created an environment where you actually could print money. But the problem is there is an end to all of this. And the end comes the moment when you start to see inflation coming up. And guess what? We saw that after the COVID, the COVID stimulus that came out from not just the US, but from around the world, central banks and administrations. So we are at the end of this experiment, which now has one more go. And in this experiment, which seems to have been going on for such a long time, so people hardly can understand and comprehend that is actually just part of the experiment, that since 2008, that was when it really started. And then you have had this in the final hubris of the central banks was in 2020 when they just, came in with, everything. So we are at a very, very big end, but it doesn't mean that it's rolling over tomorrow. The economy is not there where it rolls over just yet. And even if it was, we would still see that the market could do one final and strong push. And I think the next month and the 2 months here, because of the liquidity that is coming out, will help the market actually accelerate into a final blow off top. And I think it's going to be one hell of a ride in the next month to two.